Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Sporia Campaign. Last time, we turned our attention from expansion, as we've now fully secured the 4 regions which will comprise the core of the Sporic tribe, Venetia, Vestulia, Scythia, and Vercenthia. And we turned back to our favorite system to focus on internal migrations to transform our population from a number of various diverse cultures into uniform Weyrasporics for Levy and Profit. Now, speaking of Levy, we do have a huge levy of 50 cohorts. This is our current kind of running migration, which is loitering in the forests of Swo. Swo is ready for a migration, and while there is some logic to waiting a little bit until my stability increases further, as I don't want to push myself too far down, especially without Divine Sacrifices in effect quite yet. I am getting my way there on PI. I think I do want to actually go ahead and launch the Swo migration, reunify, repopulate there with 1 tribesman, and now we actually do have the entire province of Bityug fully set to Weyrasporic once again. Now, of course, there is quite a bit more non-Sporic to draw over. I previously was working on getting some infrastructure set up over here. I have everyone I need in Rybnitsa. Let me just double check really quick. Did I did? Okay, good. What about Kursk? Looks like I do. All right, this needs to actually get a farm. I think I ran out of money last time and wasn't able to build it. I think those are the only 2. Yeah, this one here has a farm already. Good. All right, perfect. And now I think aside from that, everywhere else, I drew all the other non-Sporic out. Okay, that's Melanchthania Orientalis addressed. What about Occidentalis? This one here, that's the farm. Yeah, there's a few more Melanchthonians to move around, and some Androphasians as well. I could move them straight into Swo now, but I could also set a different location as the departure point, perhaps something further south. Ooh, you know what? Clevin seems kind of promising, given its location. It borders multiple provinces down here. Yeah, let me go ahead and move them over to Clevin and have that be the new departure point. So, I'm actually going to literally move these guys over to Clevin, and then I'm going to go ahead and move over. Let's see here. Who do I still need to move? Okay, so not from here. Any other places? Okay, this place. Any other places that have built up population that will be... Okay, so you can just... Yeah, I'll come back to that. If it doesn't have an infrastructure right now... Well, I do actually have... What is this? Oh, this is the 4th. That's right. What about over here? Disallow over here. Is this already a mine? Yeah, it is. Disallow. What do we have here? Okay. Let's see. Into here from Slot, let's move the non... I'll just go ahead and I'll move everyone who's not Sporic, honestly. I can come back and do slave micro around here later. First things first is getting everyone switched over to Weyrasporic. Alright, here we go. And then Rachitsa. Alright, and then from, what in the world? Blagoveshchenskaya. Right, that famous location. Alright, and then into Clevin from Grunya. That's all my money for now. Okay, and I'm waiting for PI to do Divine Sacrifice. Yeah. Now, quick check on our succession situation. So Tribal Chief Gun Wallace is 80. He's in poor health with his gout, but I think we may have him for a couple more years. We'll see. His immediate successor, Lima, is near death because of her cancer. Successor after that, Rasa, has no specific illness, but she's considered to be in poor health, and I would like to actually have her as the ruler for her martial and her charisma. After her is, let's see, the 2 Ugnas, Ugna Jaugradite and Ugna Jiao Tao Taita. So They're both in their or she's in her 50s. The other one's in the 70s, near death as well. She's probably going to die long before she becomes a viable successor. And this younger Ugna at least has good charisma, but is otherwise not amazing. So we'll see how things change in the coming years here. But I'm not sure exactly what to expect there. Oh, there we go. Ugna Jagrataita, who was the older Ugna, died at 72. Rest in peace. After the tick, the elder, so someone was already selected. Okay, who's going to be my new elder, just temporarily? Let's see. This is a minor character? Oh, an Istian, okay. This is probably a little bit of corruption. It's not the end of the world for just right now. Okay, who's the new... Okay, so it's actually Genbartis, 4784. He's okay. I'd be fine. He doesn't have any support because he just joined the Council of Chiefs, but maybe he'll get more support later. I suppose that's fine. He's at least younger. 56 at least is young compared to some of my alternatives, but you know, we gotta take what we can get here. This is the fun of playing a tribal style country long term, is you're stuck with this miserable seniority style election system, or I should say succession system. All right. Okay, so let me keep this going. So from Grenya, send over everybody else. Okay. All right, and then we have a bunch over here as well, but let's see, what do we have right now? If I can send over, let's see, Androphasians. No, I don't actually need these two tribesmen. Send them to Clevin as well. From Turachika. Here it is. That's all my money. Wait for the next monthly tick. I don't like the look of this. Rome wants my leather. Alright. Sounds good. I don't like the look of this either, or this. It's like Parthia is reaching for me from multiple directions. I would prefer they not do that, honestly, but I'm not the boss of them, which is I'd like to be. Alright, from Torochika, let's send over the other tribesmen as well. There we go. This will cut down on the overcrowding slightly. What do we have now? 1 Sporic, 4, 2, 3. Okay. Should look at it like this. 1, 9, and 1. Let's see if it were 8 and 8 is 16. So 7 and 7 is 14 plus 7 is 21. So 6 and 6 is 12 plus 8. 6 and 7 is 13 plus 7. So I think 6 and 6 and 8 is probably my best bet. I will need to move some of these guys away, unfortunately. Okay, where do I have any other... Actually, let me look at it like this instead. Any other resource building locations in this province? No. Okay. I have too many Melanclanians here right now. Let's move a few over to Melnia, as it were. Alright, so from Clevin, move over the... Let's try and save the slaves for... Actually, let me send the slaves over here. I needed slaves in this province, right? No, I'm wrong about that. I already have enough. Did I have another... Did I have a slave infrastructure building built somewhere that I was waiting to get slaves for over here? Must have done this last episode. What about in this province? Okay, we're good there. This is the fort. Okay, yeah, Slut and the mine here. Okay. Okay, so let's move them into Torochka, actually, from Clevin. In fact, I'm going to move all the slaves from Clevin. Yeah, and then... What sells for more? Vegetables or stone? I think probably stone. Where's stone on the list? Yeah, stone's a little bit more valuable. Let's move them into the mine first. From Torochka. Not too many, though. What do we need here? We can move one more. Okay. From Turochka. Okay. Okay, in Clevin, what are we at now? 1 and 6. Did I move away? Oh yeah, I moved all the slaves out. Yeah, I guess that would do that. Okay. 6, 6, and 8. So let me settle 8 sporks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, no going back now. That was 1 extra spork than what I needed. Alright. Well, move 1 over here just temporarily. Clevin. Yeah, it literally showed me 1 spork. I don't know why I put 8 in there. Should have put 7. Okay, now I just need to get 6 of some group that's not Melanclanian. Probably Badinian is going to be the way to do it. Move over. Okay, well, I'll try to move over non-slaves, just so I save some slaves for commerce buildings. See what I can do here. No, I'm not settling that. Stop asking me. Okay, let's continue. Scythian. Let me bring over the Badinians, then maybe the Scythians are the next round. Not from here. We know that for sure. Okay, Volgaic. Actually, not slaves. Androphasians. What are we looking at here? Androphasians. Desna. Now I just need 2 more non-Sporics and non-Melanclanians. Okay. That should be good. But we wait. We're too low on stability. But we do have it set up now for a departure. Okay. Now we just continue. Lima Minbutaita died of dysentery. Rest in peace, Lima. Alright, who's replaced her? Alright, Dinah Minbutaita replaced her. 7007. Okay. Dementia. Without this, she'd actually be pretty solid, but yeah. Also depressed. Okay. Well, it's always the seniority system, so we're going to get some old people kind of no matter what we do. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me get more people over here to get this mine set up. Let me bring some people over from this direction. So into here, and then into Slut, and then into Richitsa. Right into Slut. And into here. I'm trying to keep it limited because I only have limited money per month. Okay. Need 2 more. All right. How are my territories over here looking? This is holding. It's not great. Okay. It's Farms are under construction. Good. Just keep holding. Okay. Patriots want my furs. Sounds good. Okay, from Slot, let's send over. Oh wait, no. Yeah, here we go. From Slot, send over the slave. Just need one more slave. I don't want to take it from the farm. I guess I can bring someone into the farm first. Okay. Let's see. Literally anyone from anywhere? Nope, I have to bring people over. Alright, well let's just bring over what we can. Alright, let's keep at it over here. Alright, now from Chyt-Yunitsia, that famous location. Right, now everyone's in Slot, and then this is good because then the remainder who will be in Slot can then, was this guy here before? I don't know if he was. I guess he must have been. Okay, I do need 2 actually then. Okay, that's fine. This is just so infuriating. I spent so much time to get that set up. Alright, let's do some more sacrificing. Gotta keep this moving. Alright. Where was I? I was over here. Okay, so from Slot, let's send over 2 slaves. Alright, good. And then let's actually send over here the extra tribesmen from Urchitska. I don't want there to be any extra population here that's not needed. And Slot as well has an extra tribesman, if I recall. Yeah, Weyraspork. Okay, and now let's continue the slave micro into Slot, try to get its extra copy. I think we've pretty much exhausted this province. What about this one? So into Zwijzda, let's send over all the extra slaves. And you know what? While I'm at it, let's take this opportunity to actually add spork pops over here, because I'm removing pops from them anyways. This is probably the way I should do it. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing? So this place here has a spork. Any places that just have slaves, I should bring a Weyraspork unit over. It was over here, right? Yeah, it was over here. Okay. Okay, here. It's over here, right? Yeah. Okay, up here, let's see. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. You guys, head over here. Hold on. There you go, and then we'll split apart. I'll add them, then I'll take the slaves out from there after that. This way I'm not just keeping them all stuck here when I could be using them actively. That's probably the better way of doing it. Don't like that at all. Granary's raided. Oh my god, finally. Alright. It wasn't in the most... Which one? Orientalis, yeah, this one. It's not the best play. Like, could you have done this in Lugia, maybe? Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna turn my nose up at that. Okay, let's see. I'd be happy to repay the cost myself if I had the money right now, which I don't. I'm gonna replace her when I have the succession, so hurting the loyalty here is not the end of the universe. It should be okay. Yeah, I'm certainly going to cover the cost. I'm not spending 2k manpower on this. Yeah, sorry, Gubja. Gotta take one for the team. Okay, we're almost to Divine Sacrifices. Yes! Alright. Come on, let me see it. Next month. Okay. Also, I do like that my new approach with Tyranny makes Vilkos a better god than perhaps he would have remained long-term, because the national manpower bonus now has a direct effect on my Tyranny management, which is a more pressing concern throughout the entire campaign. And the other options here, probably the next best option would be Medwedios. Although fort maintenance isn't a major expense necessarily, it does definitely add up. And as I expand and fortify, of course it will continue to add up more. But the national manpower from, you can see there, Vilkos 6.25% is actually quite nice. Okay, so now at this point I can go ahead and into here, move from meta, you, and then from whatever that place's name is pronounced, Sporia, move the slave, okay, and then into Slut, from Chut Yun to C, move the 2 slaves over. Alright, great. Now we're at 5. And Slut, soon to be more. Soon to be more. Alright, instant stabbing of the pig, no time to waste. Okay, now we can split apart. Let's see, try and do this. There must be a faster way of doing it, but I've not yet reliably figured it out, other than doing it in the interface, which is slow in its own ways. Okay, hold on. Split this away. You go here. Nowis. Then you go here. Menno. You go here. Yeah, okay. Then here, here, and here. Okay. I think that's everywhere. We'll see in a moment if I miss anything. I'm going to move the tribesmen towards Clevin to be part of the next migration from Clevin, and then the slaves will move into my into Sloat for the farm there. Okay, let's first make sure everyone was positioned correctly. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do the migration now. Resettle. Okay, good. Rasa falls ill. Okay, this is my current heir. Not great. Gains Mentagra. Okay. I'd like if you didn't have Mentagra. Can I have you seek treatment? Oh wait, that's not the right button. I thought she has to be in prison to seek treatment? What is this, opposite day situation? Healthcare only if you're in prison. Alright, I can force her with 200 gold. This might be valuable enough that I do actually save up for this, honestly. We'll see. We'll see what I do here. God, this is it the chiefs who are 2 corruption? Oh yeah, it's you. Oof. Holy moly. 5.66. Ah, alright. I've got to impose sanctions on her. This is very poor health. I won't have her for long, but this is an absurd amount of money. 84% from corruption. I got the loyalty debuff removed from technology. I could just do that. It does have a slight effect, but this should now, after the tick, maybe be much better. Anyone else have... you actually have quite a bit of corruption as well. Although I don't think you have enough for sanctions. Yeah, you don't. Ah, that's annoying. What about you? Nope, you're fine. Oh yeah, that did actually have a slight improvement. Okay, let's settle all of these guys and decide what we're doing here. Do I save up money to seek treatment for my heir, or do I continue doing this? Her health is not great otherwise, even before her diagnosis. So perhaps I just chance it and continue focusing on attending to this. I think that that's honestly what I should do. All right, so into Zwijda. Let's send over from Menno. The non-sporic. Okay, from Sulnus. All right, and then I'll also just send over the tribesman too while I'm at it. Then I'll move him through here. From Sulnus as well. Nauis. Bijete. Jinte. Ugnis. Ungnis. All right. Azris. I think I have so much money saved up. All right, and then Sirtis. Barte. Zima. And Neba. Okay. Who's going into Slut? A bunch of these slaves are. Okay. Look at this multicultural slave farm of Slut. Now this is sporic progress right here. We've got slaves of every nationality living together in harmony in the soon-to-be miserable farm. Actually, it is currently a farm. So the current farming utopia of Slut. Please don't ask them if they consider it utopian. I will assure you that they do. Please don't check. Okay, so from Zwijda, let's send over more people to join the fun. Alright, that is my extra copy of vegetables. And then I probably have enough to... Let's see, do I actually have any buildings up here? I think I looked at this earlier, but I have literally no memory at all. I do have a logging camp, which is... I only need 9? Really? Is it a... Oh, it's 6 reduction. I didn't realize logging camps reduced it that much. I guess I may as well. I don't really consider wood a priority resource to get extra copies of, but it's so cheap on the slave pop needed for surplus. I may as well, right? I have a lot ready to move, so let's send them over. Oh, now it's 11. Okay, sure. I just got scammed. Who told me it was 9? Can I fire that guy? He's committing perjury. He's like, it's only 9 extra slave pops needed. You cross out the real number. All right, I don't know what that's about, but that's bizarre. All right, let's wait now for the tick, then we can move more over. Once we get to around 30 stability, I'll bring people over to Klebin and do another migration from there. Ooh. Did Alania win the war? Wow. I think Alania won the war. How? I'm speechless. Look at this. Parthia released Yervandashat as a march, you know, but maybe they released them just voluntarily, but that is actually kind of surprising. How did Alania do this? Maybe Parthia did like a white peace with them. I wish I could get an update, or I could get notified about the peace terms. But okay, that's reassuring. That means Parthia is probably not expanding into the steppes as quickly. That's good. We've bought ourselves, well, not we, but we have more time now. So that's good. Very strange. But that sanctuary is done. Quite nice. I actually could send over some migrators to just add population over here. Let's see. Although what I really want is slave population. Because the thing is, without promotion allowed, the extra ratio doesn't matter because they're not going to be allowed to promote, right? Yeah, so, but the issue is I need to have, like, if I move migrators over, they're just going to stay as tribesmen. They're not going to demote down to slaves, except to fill the ratio, which isn't very much here. So what I need is more slave pops, which I don't have right now. I'll come back to that later. I could always just redistribute some of these pops to just increase the weight of some of my core territories. That's probably the most efficient way to use them, but I want to use them while they're raised to save on stability later, to continue chaining migrations in the east. Either way, where was I? I was moving people around. Oh yeah, we've got ourselves this situation. Of course he promotes in the moment where I forget to have that. Okay, let's move those two guys back over here from Sulinus. It's annoying. Okay, and then into here, we need to move now 11 from Zwijzda. Or I mean, not 11, we need to move 3 more. But of course we now just happen to run out right this second. Wait, no, we don't. Huh? Didn't I? Okay, I'm losing my mind. Did I not take from... Okay, I'm super confused. I must have pulled them from somewhere else. Okay, that's fine. From Zwijzda into Solness. There we go. That is the most we'll do. We're below the cap, but that's fine. That's an extra copy of wood. And that's pretty much all the slaves. So now, what I can do is bring a bunch of these guys over to Kleven, which will still probably be the best spot for departures. Kind of on the, we're dealing with essentially this kind of eastern chunk of Bersenthia over here. All right, let's see. I don't have the money to move them all. I could actually do a migration from Zwijzda. That might actually be a more efficient way of doing it. Yeah, I think with the amount of people here, it'll be cheaper on money. So I think I may actually have these guys head over to Zwijzda. You know, resume your activities over there. All right. So now we want to move people into Zwijzda from over here, aside from the farm locations. All right. So into here from Millenia. There we go. Oh, hold on, wait. This is my chance to actually do this correctly. Okay, so let's see. So you go here, you go there, I mean. Let me do this first. You go there. You go there. You go there. And then, yeah, it's a list spot over here. So here, here, and here. So we need 3 more. Just gonna move them all over here, and we'll split them. The rest of you head up to Zwijzda. All right. Egypt wants my wood. Okay. What? Huh? What is this? What is this cursed expansion? They're fighting Vasconia. Ooh. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Rome might be popping off like crazy here. This is disgusting. What? And we've got ourselves Friend and ally of Rome? What is this diplomatic status? Okay, this is like some Terra Indomita or Invictus edition that's Rome specific, because I've never seen this relationship before. That's goofy. Okay. Carthage is still pretty impressive, but Rome is definitely getting pretty serious. Yeah, with Rome conquering seemingly more of Vasconia, yeah, Rome is definitely getting a bit more intimidating. Okay. Ooh. Kush on the peninsula. Interesting. Any other... Ooh! Chin division? What happened over here? I don't know what happened here. You don't usually see Qin lose territory. That is a surprise, to say the least. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, keep at it. I think I put a spork here without really meaning to, but that's fine. We'll move non-sporks out. So, Nedra Hyliv. Move them all through here, up to Zwijda. Now from Desna. Okay, interesting. All right, and then from Ret as well. Zwijda probably has basically enough now. Yeah, I'm gonna actually have to... You're gonna have to do multiple layers of migrations from Zwijda. So there's so much population around here to attend to. All right. Okay. Yeah, you I was gonna split into 3. Yep, I know. Farm over... Oh yeah, some of these farms are done. Nice. I'm pretty sure these places don't actually have... Yeah, they don't have the pops right now, but this is a long-term investment type deal. Okay, and then you settle there. Okay, so now, let's just set this place up as a holding place for pops. So from Snov... There we go. Alright, from this place here, whose name I will never pronounce correctly, let's send over the non-Werosporics. From Liubeck. Okay, and then from Hrabiv. Okay. Alright, okay. We've got ourselves a lot of population to work with over here. So we already have 2 Werospork here, which I'm going to like this. Okay, so if I did 7... I may need to move some of the Melon clans out again. Let me try and get all the slaves to be in a more useful location. Iron, what's iron selling for? 2.5? Or I mean 0.25. I don't have a mine up here though. Do I have any other infrastructure anywhere around here? Yeah, I do. I have, oh, fuck. Come on, just stop. Why don't I ever catch that? Ah, these tribesmen are now completely useless. All right, I need to move people over here. I can go through 2 layers. Okay, so, okay, let's see. Okay, this is a little awkward, but let me send them all into Zwijde first, all the slaves. So from Zamle, send over the slaves. Oh, it actually is a little cheaper. Yeah, surplus of vegetables. Look at that. It comes through in the pivotal moment. How's my chief doing? Very poor health. All right. Not great, but we still have him for a little bit. Okay. So now, from here... Oh, boy. Move them... Oh, I have to go through 3 layers. Move them into Menno. So basically all the slaves from Zwijde. Which itself could actually be a lumber camp later, but for now, no time for that. So now into Gomel from Menno. Yeah, we have a Wearer Spork there. Okay, and now down here from Gomel, well, actually, we'll just wait for next month when we have income again. Yeah, that's fine. I'll have to move these tribesmen out. We'll move them up here, I guess, for now. Actually, let me move them towards Zwijde, because they're going to migrate from over there, probably. Let's move them from Berhin. They may have been there before, but I'm annoyed that I overlooked it as a location to set the thing for. What can I say? Can't be perfect. Okay, into Gomel from Berhin. Send the rest of the non-slaves. Okay, we'll just leave them there for now. And now, from Gomel into Berhin, send the slaves. Okay, what are we at now? 8? Need 12. Probably have some more in the province. What about Dnipro? Yep. Milorad. You are not currently a farm, so we'll take from you for now. Of course, we just need 2 more, and we can only afford 1. All right, Prahos, that's fine. Now we just keep waiting. I have probably saved hundreds of thousands of gold by now, or I will eventually reach that amount just from being Sporia with my national heritage. Like, you understand now why I've chosen Sporia for this kind of campaign. This has been an incredible, very specific bonus for this exact campaign and the way I'm playing it. It just adds up so much over time. Okay, let's finish this off here. There we go. There's my extra copy of grain. Any other infrastructure around here? Yeah, it's the forts. I don't know why I double-checked that. Is this a stone mine? It must be. Yep. If I left it... Oh, my God. Let me just check while I'm thinking about it. Anywhere else? No, okay. Got these stupid guys. Send them over to Gomel. We'll migrate them away to Koye. Alright, and then into Koye, any other slaves I can bring over. Milorad again. Azir. 12 next month. Alright. We are kind of... I'm playing this in a very kind of, like, relaxed way right now. I just don't really want to do anything too extreme or unusual while I'm waiting for the succession. I just don't feel comfortable taking any... Ooh. What is... Are you at war with Mila? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, Scythia is really... Like, the real winner of Alania's decline has been Scythia. Scythia's reclaimed... Or I don't know if they had this before, but they've claimed a lot of territory that Alania used to control back when they were Yonkai. Amarigia. Go in many directions here. Is my guarantee of Carbonia still worth maintaining? Probably. The only one who would attack them is Kirochia. I don't think these guys are going to attack them. Nor do I think the Norse are going to, like, sail over and attack. I mean, they might, but It seems unlikely given the numbers. And they're not going to attack if I'm guaranteeing, and Kirocho won't attack if I'm guaranteeing. And I mean, they're also allied with them, but I still want to prevent an attack even if it's unlikely, if that makes sense. I love the Scythian navy. That's just such a funny idea, sailing around on the river. Okay, where was I? All right, let's get the rest of these guys. Make 100 billion% sure that that's fine. All right. I could, hold on. Post. And then I actually may need, yeah, I actually do need to do this. I need, and it's the exact correct number, I need to send 3 migrators over to Mazir, Gorodisha, and this place to free up some additional slaves. So, Mazir. Hold on. Where else? Gorodish. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Gorodish. And then that was the last place there, I think. Yep, it was. Alright. Do that. Meanwhile, let's keep this going. So, Gomel has a bunch of extra pops I want to move. Actually, hold on. Yeah, this is all... I need to still address this and this. Yeah, this is set. Okay, into Miglin. Let's send over from Sudist. The non-Eurosporics, and then from Snezhet as well. Obviously, the mine and farm locations and lumber locations won't be Weyrisporic unless I have all of those slaves converted and assimilated, which may eventually happen, but I simply don't have enough Weyrisporic slaves to do that. I need to have the output bonuses wherever I don't have slave maxing going on. Okay, Snezhet, where are you in the list? You're in here somewhere. There you are. Oh, I moved the Sporic. Oh, life is pain. All right, where'd he go? He's in Miglin. Send him back. That mistake is going to make me have to wait 1 more month. You have no idea how great my suffering truly is. We're also approaching 50 tyranny, which is insane. My tax economy is admittedly worsening as my slave output bonus goes down, but that's of course the acceptable trade-off of the other many problems with that. Ooh. Oh yes, I'll be doing that. Thank you. Alright, now we can correct the error from Snezhet. This time, I will not be clicking that guy there. There we go, good. Okay, so basically every place that is not Weyrisporic is a crowded slave territory. You should not be here. Why are you here? You won't be for long. Okay. Not that it matters if he's there or not, but I may as well just remove him. Alright, Trochka. There we go. Did you promote? How? You aren't allowed to promote. Okay. Just the pain, it never ends. Okay, I have to find a slave from somewhere to bring over here. Alright, I'm bringing in someone from afar. Okay, from through here, we're gonna send one guy from Tereshkiva. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Just get me an extra copy of vegetables. I beg of you. I'm essentially... There we go. I'm essentially replacing, as my tyranny lowers and I do this strategy, I'm replacing my tax economy more and more with the commerce economy, which in fairness is very much the core of my income, is commerce, not tax. But as a tribesman-focused country, most of my money from my population is sort of from tax, which tribesmen produce. So it's a weird situation for sure. Did I not... Where were you supposed to go? Oh no. Did I forget to send you somewhere? It was to Mazier, right? Why aren't you going to Mazier? Okay, that's weird. Go to Mazier, please. Okay, and then into here, I'm going to send from Miglin. All the non... Weresporix. Actually, first, hold on. I may have too many of the... Yeah, I'm glad I didn't send those guys. Okay, let's see. If I remove... Let's see here. Okay, what do I have? I've got a huge list of people I can bring over. I need to reduce the number of mainland Clanians to get enough plurality to do a migration. But I can do that. Let me actually... Okay, now I've got it kind of split between two different adjacent territories. I have these like waiting room region territory. Yeah, these waiting room territories where I'm holding people while I wait for migrations. All right. Let's see. Let's send them to Miglin because that's where a lot of the Melanclanians are currently waiting around. Let's take the non-Wayra ones out specifically. Okay, 6. So if I have 7 Weresporix, actually hold on. 5, 5, and 5 is 15. No, I would need 4, 4, 4. That's 12. Then it's not really more efficient that way. I want to get rid of more of the Melanclanians. So 6, 3, 3, and then 8. Wait, no, I can do 6, 3, 4, and 7. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I need 2 more Nuriks. I do have them ready to go. They're in my huge list of available types of pops to move over. All right, from here, where are the Nuriks? There you are. Oh, that's all the money. All right, wait for the end of the month. Good thing no one's enforcing the Geneva Convention in this time period, because I would face trial and execution for these antics. All right, where's the other Nurik? There he is. Okay. Now I need... Didn't I just send over 2 Nuriks? Did I send over a Spork by accident? I must have. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Androphasians. Do I have any? No. Okay, that's fine. I can just send over... actually, let's see here. That's 4 and 6 is 10. Then I would need 7 Sporks. That's not efficient. Okay, 7 and 8 is 15. It's still too many Sporks. Let's do this efficiently. Let me just send over you and you and you. Okay, so now we're at 16. So then 4 more Sporks. Okay, this place is now ready after the tick. It'll be ready for migration. Right? Yeah, no, it will be. It just needs to update. Arbitrary demands from our arbiter. Okay. I don't like this modifier for 5 years. Not at all. How many freemen do I have? Okay, this would be fine, actually. The conversion speed modifier is annoying, but ultimately, I'm not really relying on passive conversion to do much in this campaign. So I think this is fine. I don't want to spend the money right now. Normally I'd be happy to do this, and I'd have enough money to do it, but I'm in the midst of a massive and financially draining project, so they have to just wait, unfortunately. Okay. Sacrifice to Vilkos. There we go. Alright, I have enough stability to do a migration now, so let's do it. Alright. Resettle. Okay. So now, let's immediately move more people in. So from Miglin, let's pull the rest of the people from Miglin. Look at the list switching around, trying to trick me. Not going to catch me out this time, list. My greatest enemy in this campaign, as in every Imperator campaign, is this stupid interface, which I just can never learn to love an interface this janky. It's not possible. Do I have any sporks here? Why do I not? Okay. Strange oversight. You head over here. Bizarre. I must have moved someone over back. Oh, yeah, I did move someone over by accident. That happened before the previous migration. Right. Okay. From here, let's just move over everybody for now that I can afford, which is now over. Okay, next month. Okay, all of this is done finally. How's my chief doing? Very poor health. Okay. That's fine. Next successor is Rasa. Okay. Hopefully she keeps her health under control. We'll see. Okay. Now over here, let me get this addressed. So from Mazir, the slave, from that place, move. Oh, he promoted! Ooh, that hurts me deep in my soul. Why did you promote? I had a use for you as a slave. Alright. Well, going to Gomel. That's where you're going. To go join the next migration. Some things hurt deeper than any knife could cut. Some things pierce you deep into your soul. Why? It's like Schrodinger's cat. It's like when I don't observe the territory is when they promote from slave to tribesman. Come on. Why? All right. Oh, it happened here as well? Are you actually kidding me? Oh my god. All right, into Gomel you go. That is absurd. How and why can this be tolerated? Were you here before? Okay, seemingly not. That's fine. Now I need 12? Oh my god. Come on. Alright, into Mazir. Let's find someone down here. Uz? Is this actually? Oh, it is actually. Okay. Alright, into Mazir. I guess from Uz. Alright, up here. From Mazir. There we go. Just disallow. And I guess while we're at it, we may as well get the rest of the population over here attended to. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just head over to Gomel and then reorganize from there. Okay, this place here now needs to draw in more pops. Let's see. 7 Milan clans, that's going to be then. I may need to move 1 Milan clan out of here just temporarily from Zwijda. Okay. So I can then do 7 sporks. Who's here currently? 1 spork. So 6 sporks. Not from you. From you. Okay. Now I just need to bring in 4 people that are not Melanclinians. We should be fine. Okay. Scythian. You're both Melanclinians, so you're not gonna fly. Okay, we need to find... Okay, I could... You know what? I'm just gonna bring in more Melanclinians. Who's gonna stop me? You? You can't stop me. No one can stop me from doing this. Alright, Zamley, where are you? There you are. I'm gonna run out of money again. Alright, that's fine. Okay, this is fine. Let me bring in you, and then, what do we have now? 7, so then I could add 1 more spork. And then I could honestly just migrate with 19. I think that's fine. This will be enough. I'd basically I'd need to add 1 more spork at this point, and then it's just you're getting another spork migrator, so there's no reason to even do that. So I'll just migrate from here, I think. Yeah. Okay. And then resettle. Okay, now we're gonna wait and recover our stability for a little while. Okay, let us attend to this. So you stay there. You can split off. Head here. Okay, and then you head here. Oh my gosh. Selected. Actually, I'm just going to send all of you to Milhrad and go from there. Save up some money for some more migration action. I'll hold them all in place and then settle them all at the same time just so I don't get disoriented. You may find these peacetime episodes a little boring, but this is where the power of Sporia really comes from. It's not from the border expansion, it's from the population expansion. This is what I have to do to achieve great things in this campaign. But I think most people who've made it this far are on board with that being the reality of this campaign, for better or for worse. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah. Okay. Armenia is at war with Araba. Interesting. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Parthia lost more territory over here. Are these marches? No. They're actually not. And wasn't this a march earlier? Wow, okay, Parthia has lost a lot of the stuff they took from Armenia. Now these guys are marches, in fairness. Maravan and Shamaram. But Nyarsak and Yervan Dashet are both not marches. And over here, this is a march, or a vassal of Armenia. And these guys are fighting Araba. Yeah, wow. I think Armenia might be coming back a little bit from the brink here. Ooh, Myla actually beating Scythia, or at least making gains against Scythia. That really is quite a surprise. I don't know how to explain that one. Myla is much, much, much weaker than Scythia. This is probably just a momentary fluke. There's no way Myla actually wins against Scythia. That would be a catastrophic upset over here from Scythia. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Okay, these guys are almost in position. Then we shall settle and take stock of the situation. Okay, here we go. And now, everyone gets moved into Gomel, right from Dnipro. Do it like this, actually. I like being able to see the colors change, because, I don't know, I have simple needs in life, I guess. Alright, It also just helps me visually keep track of everything. Alright, Millerad. I know I said it like that with such contempt. Millerad. Chervonoye. Right, with the Nurians. Salahorsk. And then Lokitchi. And Pahost. And you know what? We're actually starting to connect up with the Spore core over here, which is very cool. Imagine that. Where's Pahost? There it is. Alright. Now, from Gomel, we have to go through 2 layers because... Actually, why don't I just have Menno be the new location? There's no need for it to be Zwijda anymore. Let's just have you walk over to Menno. I mean, they're the same, honestly, at this rate. Okay, so from Gomel, let's send over. We have a lot of Nuriks to work with here, so let's just do just a flat-out, full-on 9 and 11 Nurik. Well, no, let's not do that. Let's do 10, 9, and 1. I could do 10, 9, and... Or no, I could do... let's see. So if I have... Let me just do it like this, actually. So from Gomel, all the non-Nuriks and the non-Sporks. So now, that's 3. 3 and 7, and that's 10, and then 10. And 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11 and then 9 split. No, I can go more. I could do... Oh, hold on. So if I had 9 Sporks, I need 11, so that's 3. I have 1 more Nurik. That's 10. I could do 1 more Nurik. That's 11, and then 9 Sporks. There we go. That's the plan. There we go. That's an efficient split right there. Okay, I'm happy with that I worked that out. Okay. So now I need to deposit... Hold on, let me actually count correctly. Okay, I'm glad I counted correctly. I need to deposit 8 Sporks, not 9. 9 is the ultimate number. But I need to put 8 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, there we go. After the tick, that will be a very efficient migration right there. I can do another sacrifice. Down to 50 tyranny. We have essentially worked our way through half of our accrued tyranny by sacrificing, at this point, dozens of thousands of men, probably close to 100,000. I think we'll hit 100,000 when we reach 0 tyranny, essentially. So, there we go, perfect. And I think I have enough stability to do a migration now. Resettle. And then we'll basically do it again, but on a smaller scale with more Nuriks. Though, I think I will do it in the next episode of the Sporia campaign. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.